Hello and welcome. My name is Zachary Heinel with Dorado Defense. Today, we're going to talk about what we can do when it comes to risk. When it comes to risk, we have three options. We can either accept it, eliminate it, or reduce it. Now, which one you choose to do really depends on your business. Now, let's talk really quickly about what is risk. Well, risk is the possibility of you experiencing injury or loss. And that can really, for a business, mean two things. It can either mean an unexpected expenditure, increasing your outflow from your business, increasing costs and expenses, or it's something that affects, injures, your inflow of revenue. Now, that could be your ability to accept payments, or hurt your reputation so that customers don't want to do business with you. There are multiple ways that a risk can affect you and your organization. Now, when we're talking about the three things that we can do about risk, we talk about accepting, mitigating, or eliminating. So let's talk about that last one first, because generally you don't see elimination of risk, and it's not really heard of much within information security. So eliminating risk is done by choosing not to do the activity that generates that risk in the first place. So if you have a fear of skydiving, you're going to eliminate that risk by not skydiving. Now, for certain businesses, that doesn't make sense to do that. If you have a lawn care company and you have a fear of, hey, what if somebody gets hurt by our equipment, by our mowers, weed whackers, anything that really you use on a daily basis for lawn care, well, those are generally risks that you have to take along with the business. It's not something that you can eliminate at all. Versus if you are, say, Disney, and you have all these different lines of businesses, and you're seeing your streaming business being not profitable for the past, 2 years or whatnot. It's generating all this amount of risk for your company. You may choose to walk away from streaming, for instance. That would be risk elimination. You're not going to do that line of business. Another example would be me as a consultant doing information security. I'm not going to enter into cybersecurity insurance just because the risk there is too high for my appetite. So choosing to eliminate risk really depends on the business use case. Same thing with risk acceptance and mitigation. Let's go back to our lawn care company. As a lawn care company, you would accept the risk of working with machinery, with mowers, weed whackers, and the liability that comes with it. That in itself is risk acceptance. You choose to accept the risk because it's in your line of business and it's acceptable for you to do. Now, there are certain things we can mitigate with that risk, like liability insurance. That's to reduce the impact of our liability should somebody, an employee, yourself, a customer, get hurt because of you doing business. So we choose to mitigate that risk. The same thing within information technology, we can choose to mitigate the risk of viruses, of malware, by purchasing malware software or anti-malware software to reduce the likelihood and the impact that would have on our business. So when you're choosing to accept, mitigate, or to reduce or reduce a risk for your business, you first have to understand the risk. You understand the business and how it affects your business. Does it generally, is it a risk that generally within your industry that companies accept? Do they mitigate it? Do they eliminate it? Does it make sense for your business? My name is Zachary Heinel with Dorado Defense. If you have questions on any of this, please let me know. Message me or reach out to me via my website at doradodefense.com. Thank you and have a great day.